Alrighty. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good day today. Just Lucy out for a walk. And when I get a couple people in here, I'll talk a little bit about what I was working on earlier. Hey, California Dasher, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, weather feels pretty good out. Let's see. California Dasher says, I'm blessed today. Oh, cool. Yeah, feel free to share if you want. I'd be interested to hear. I see Lisa's in the house too. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Good to see you. Just out and about with Lucille. Hey, what's up, Jack? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, let's go. Lisa sent a high five. Thanks for the high five, Lisa. That is heckin' dope. That is a very nice high five. I wish they made those jewels a little bigger. You know, it's like they cover like a tiny little portion of the screen. It's easy to miss if you're not looking. But I did catch it. That was heckin' dope. How's your day going, Lisa? How's your day going too, Jack? I actually got a flat on my JCN bike. You know, that newer one that I made the review video on, the white one. I woke up to a flat this morning, so I probably ran over something last night, I guess. But oh well, it's okay. So I changed the tire and all that, and I actually took the opportunity to not only get the bike tuned up, ready to go, but I also filmed it for a video. I was like, hey, you know, might as well, because I haven't filmed one of those like bike tune-up type content in a while. I think the last time I did was, I don't think it was like one time after I was rebuilding the wheel on that Juliet bike. I know some of you guys probably remember. That was like a 5.5 hour live stream where I was basically just rebuilding that bike from the ground up and tuning it up. And it was actually that particular day, that was when I rebuilt the wheel without a truing stand, and it actually came out spot on. I was like, wow, I was impressed. But yeah, it was nothing major with the JCN bike. I cleaned the frame, I degreased and lubed up the chain, the cogs, the bearings, the hub cone, and did a bunch of other stuff. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll have that as a future video. I'll have that coming out not too long from now. I just got to sit down, edit the footage in my spare time. I'll try to get it out probably sometime next week. Something like that. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Lisa says, you're at work? Oh, I got you. Well, I hope you're having a good day at work today, Lisa. Hope you're having a good day at work. We're just taking our usual route. Yeah, my landlord and Lucy, they woke up to like a really loud bang last night. And they weren't sure what it was. I didn't hear it. I must have been out like a light. But they woke up to like a really loud bang, and it was in the room apparently. So when she got up and checked in her closet, the shelf where she has like 100 shirts, it just completely caved in. I'm like, oh no. And when I looked at the shelf, I was like, holy crap, you have so many freaking shirts, man. And she was like, yeah, I got to start getting rid of them. Well, not get rid of them, like throw them out, but you know what I mean. Like put them in a garbage bag, donate them somewhere. So that's what she did. And she had one of her friends, a friend of a friend. He came over to fix the shelf. And then I did some final touches to get the shelf back up. I added some like zip ties and stuff to it. And, you know, just to give it some little reinforcement. Because the support beams of the shelf, it's only held up by little plastic pieces that you screw in the wall. So not very sturdy. But then again, you can't like put 100 shirts on a shelf like that. You know what I mean? So I think she cut it down to like half. So that's pretty good. Hey, what's up, Colleen? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, Colleen. I was just talking a little about my day. I was tuning up my newer bike, the one I got a couple months ago, because it had a flat tire, the frame was dirty, it just needed a little TLC, you know. So I seized the opportunity to film that for a video. I'll have that coming out, I'd like to say next week. Maybe I'll take some time off today so I can finish it in like just all at once, maybe. Depends how busy it winds up being. Because, you know, me with my DoorDash stuff, I want to make sure I keep that 100 work's just been so slow. You know what I mean? It's been so heckin' slow. So I was using up my platinum passes. But it's all good. And we got the order count back up. Just gotta get it up a little more. You know what I mean? But all is well. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Good to see you. You're gonna go back out tomorrow, says Mary. Cool beans. Yeah, I might take the rest of the night off just so I can finish editing the video I filmed for today. Might be a good idea. Because you figure Thanksgiving week, literally right around the corner. So that's going to be full steam ahead, if you know what I mean. I got a pretty ambitious goal this year. I want to try to make 1,000. Imagine that, make $1,000 throughout that time. So basically, Monday, the start of the week, till Cyber Monday. My goal is to try to make 1,000 in those 8 days. So that's $125 a day. I mean, if there's any time of the year I can pull it off, it's going to be this one. I also want this to be the first time in my history as a bike dasher to crack $200. You guys think I can do it? I think I can do it. Just got to wake up at 6 a.m. and just blitz the whole day. Let's see. Mary says this weekend should be very busy. Yeah, I think so. Because you figure there's a lot of people, not everyone, but there are a good chunk of people that like to get their Thanksgiving preparations before Thanksgiving week. Rather than, you know, having to run in the store like a chicken with its head cut off, scrambling to find things. Now, of course, a lot of people are going to do that. That's why the stores get so clogged up, if you know what I mean. It's all that last minute preparation. But you figure a good amount of pre-preparation. Probably see a good amount of that for the weekend. Hey, look, bird poop. Well, maybe it's paint. I don't know. Could be bird poop. And let's see. California Dasher says hi again. Good to see you, buddy. Colleen says, okay, it looks like I cut out for a second. Yeah, I might have cut out for a second. Oh well. But yeah, Colleen says, hope you guys are busy this coming week. Yeah, that's going to happen. I mean, you figure, regardless of what's going on in the world around us, people still want to celebrate holidays that mean something to them. So I don't think, elephants in the room are really getting in the way of Thanksgiving much. So it shouldn't affect us too much, I don't think. Like, negatively. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. All right, come on, Lucille. You're dragging, baby. There you go. Let's see. California Line Dasher says, oh, you want to go down this way? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Haven't been down this neighborhood in a while. Guys, I'm not in a rush. I did my main stuff for the day for now. Maybe I'll go back out, work later. Or maybe I'll stay home, finish editing the stuff. Or, I don't know. We'll see. California Line says, Black Friday, be ready for a lot of shopping pays coming out. Already gotten emails from Uber and DoorDash. Heck yeah, man. If that's the case, sign me up. I know Shipt, they're going to have their bonuses too. Pretty much every year around this time of year, Shipt, they do their bonuses. No, come here, baby. All right, good girl. But yeah, I'm going to try to go for that too. I'm going to go for those bigger shop and pay orders with DoorDash. And I'm going to try to get that bonus from Shipt on the days that they have it. I know last year, they had it pretty much every day except for Thanksgiving Day. Because the major retailers were closed except for like Dollar General, CVS. I don't know if you guys remember. And that was actually my first full-length video on my channel. And actually, speaking of that, I totally forgot. I missed my YouTube anniversary. It was on, I think, November 15th. Now, I mean, I've been on YouTube very long time, a lot longer than you guys realize, but for this particular channel, it's been around just over a year as of November 15th. I totally forgot about that. So I thought that was heckin' dope. And let's see. Mary says there's no way I would do Black Friday shopping on Friday after Thanksgiving. Hey, I'm crazy enough to do it, so. But I don't blame you. I don't. It gets really hectic. Especially like earlier in the day. This weekend should be a zoo. Stay home, relax, edit. Yeah, we'll see. I always find a way. And let's see, California Line Dasher says, I'm working as we speak right now. Oh, right on. Oh, you're doing Walmart Spark? Cool. Right on. Yeah, I used to have Walmart Spark. It took me about, I think, 13 months to get off the wait list. Back in, what was that? Yeah, it was late 2023. It was after Thanksgiving, which was kind of a slap in the face. It's like I couldn't really take advantage of that time period for Spark. It was after the fact, But it was cool, I did get some heckin' dope shopping orders at the time. I even picked up some decent curbsides every now and again. Like, I know one of them I did, it was like a $15, $16 alcohol delivery, only going a few miles. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But then I got deactivated August of last year because somehow, mysteriously, coincidentally, they couldn't verify my license. Despite the fact that was never a problem in the first place. And they just kept denying my appeal, so I was like, screw it. It's not worth it. So I gave up. But c'est la vie. Am I right? C'est la vie. Mary says, congratulations. Thank you, Mary. Mary also says they don't tip over here. Yeah, tip. I gotta say, like, the base pay being higher was pretty cool, but most of the orders, the tips were really nothing to write home about. Not like that's the case for DoorDash most of the time either, but whatever. And California Line Dasher says, I've been on Spark just about 3 years now. Hey, nice. That's heckin' dope. No, I couldn't marry. I tried. It just, eventually I just gave up. It just wasn't worth it. Besides, honestly, I don't think I'm missing out on much anyway. Because I know who I know who the Spark drivers are around here, and I know they're using bots. Many of them don't. Well, let's just say there's a language barrier. Just putting that there. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And let's see. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Good to see you. How's your day going? Just out walking Lucy. Well, either she's walking me or vice versa. I was tuning up one of my bikes, filmed it for a video, some other odds and ends. And man, this freaking dude. Let me turn the screen up a little. Okay, there we go. I see Lady Sky. What's going on, Lady Sky? All right. Too far, Lucy. Come on. Figure this is a fancier neighborhood. People can get finicky. They have a better appeal process. Yeah, it just doesn't matter enough for me anymore. That's really what it is. Better process or not, I'm just beating a dead horse if I tried again. Hope you're having a good day, Lady Sky. California Line Dasher says, but I'm a dasher at heart any day. I use Spark when it slows down. Yeah, that's fair. For the longest time, Shipt was my #1 app. That was when I used to drive a car to dash and stuff. That was my #1 app. I would basically just turn that on, use the other apps for filler, and just, do my thing like that. But then around late 2022, early 2023, Shipt just slowed down massively, man. I don't know why. Probably just got more drivers, maybe some other things going on. So I had to diversify a little more. So I started leaning more on DoorDash and then using Shipt as more of a filler app / a second DoorDash, I guess. Because you figure around that time, that's when DoorDash really went all in on the shopping orders more. So there were more opportunities, and then they started having like prescription drop off and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, well, DoorDash has more going on, so why not, right? And I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Shipt has like a pre-estimate tip. So on certain orders in the metro, it'll show like a little snippet. It says like estimated X amount of dollar tip. So it's kind of like getting it's sort of like that tip transparency, but not really, if that makes any sense. And I don't know if that's better or worse, because now I see a lot less shipped orders than I already did. So I don't know. But I guess knowing whether or not you'll get a tip is cool. So I don't know. I digress. Let's see. California Line Dasher says, I gave up on Grubhub when they deactivated me. because I was accepting orders. I'm like, well, it wasn't orders anyways. Oh yeah, Grubhub is undoubtedly the filler app that I have. Well, it's the least useful for me. It's a shame because, you know, there was a time when they had like the higher paying orders for like the food delivery stuff, you know? Just copied DoorDash by lowering base pay. It's like, oh, okay. But I think my real problem with Grubhub is they just constantly send me high mileage orders. Like 10, 15, 20 miles, paying like not even $1 a mile, maybe barely $1 a mile. And I'm like, man, that just ain't worth it. Especially in my case. Like I'm not going $10 in one direction for an $8 to deliver sandwiches. You know, that's bogus. It's just not worth it. Although I do still put it on. I might pick up a block, and sometimes I get some decent orders. So it's an option, you know. You figure one of the big keys of success as a gig worker, trying to sign up on as many platforms as you can and just keeping them as options in the toolbox, you know. At least that's how I see it. I know gig workers love to disagree about everything, but I think multi-apping is probably the one thing that it seems like is universally agreed upon. Let's see. California Line Dasher says Grubhub isn't really active in LA no more. Nah, it doesn't surprise me. I'd be surprised if Grubhub still exists by the end of the decade, given how much market share they've lost and how much value the company lost too. I mean, I guess they could make a comeback and do well, but I'm not holding my breath for it. And California Line Dasher says, I've been on the Shipt wait list. So, wow, you're on the wait list 14 months? Yeah, believe it or not, Shipt, that was my first gig app. I signed up with them July of 2020. And, well, actually, I signed up in June. And what I did was, around that time, I was also wanting to transition away from retail, because this was when I was active with, you know, like personal training and stuff. So I saw that my gym that I used to go to was hiring positions. So I talked to the manager at the time. His name's Josh, right? He's a cool dude. He actually competes in bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding, so that's pretty cool. But he said that he's eventually gonna want another personal trainer at his club. But he's hiring for the front desk. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm down for that as long as you want me, and as long as I can potentially work my way up to becoming a personal trainer, maybe even like club manager or whatever, right? So I decided to put in my 2 weeks notice at Target at the time. And my thought process too was, while I work at the gym, I can also do Shipt on the side, which is what I did for a while. I did that from July till the end of January, because that was the amount of time that I spent working at that gym. And yeah, it didn't last in the long run, because he wound up hiring another personal trainer instead, and his reasoning was because they were female and their payroll didn't have male trainers. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And just months went by, and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like waiting around. So then that's when I decided to go all in, full-time gig work, mostly Shipt, a little bit of DoorDash. Because only a few months after I signed up with Shipt, I also signed up with DoorDash. And then not too long after that, I signed up with Grubhub. And I signed up with Roadie about a year later, although I wasn't very active on that platform. I was actually more active on roadie when I became a bike dasher, ironically enough. And actually, it took me a couple years to even remember that I had roadie. I was like, oh, okay. I totally forgot about this. So I thought that was cool. All right, Lucy, come on, give them some room. Let's go. Sit. Alrighty. Anyway. And then I signed up with Uber Eats around late 2022. So that was a little before Thanksgiving. And that was when I was still driving. I sold my car April 2023 after I started doing bike dashing a couple months. Because I needed to do something different with my dashing. It just wasn't profitable, you know? All my hard-earned money just kept going to that stupid car. And it's not like I live in a prosperous area, you know? So, had to switch gears. And that wound up being one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Not saying you have to sell your car in order to become a bike dasher. You can have a car and a bike if you want. In fact, I'd probably say for most people that's ideal. But for me, and my circumstance, it was best that I didn't. Let's see, Mary says, Spark, roadie, DoorDash is the filler. Hey, that's fair. You know, that's the thing, right? You know, most of us, it seems like we have like one, maybe two main apps, and then just having a couple filler apps. It's a good strategy. I figure DoorDash is my main one. And Uber Eats has actually stepped up a bit. They are starting to send me more orders now, which is good. So Uber Eats has been like, I'm going to say my second DoorDash. Maybe that's a good way to put it. My second DoorDash. Not as good. I still don't get as many offers as DoorDash, but the fact they even get more orders than I used to with Uber Eats is good. So I'll keep that prospect going. And let's see. California Line Dasher says, I went full-time during COVID because I lost the job I had. I just turned to be a full-time gig worker. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's pretty much when I left retail, was right in the middle of COVID. All right, come here, Lucy. All right. Oh. Okay, hold on. Got to go through the garage. I don't usually bring my keys when I walk. All right, no peeking at the passcode. Hey, what's up, Cat and Jack? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. Okay, go ahead, Lucille. Okay, hope my reception's okay. I know my Wi-Fi has been pretty spotty lately. Let's see. Mary Giggs says, cool corn, Mike. Cool corn indeed. California Line Dasher says, how has Uber Eats been for you? Did you move up from gold? Oh yeah, I am platinum with Uber Eats now. I just needed enough points. I was at like 30 something points when I got Uber Eats. My acceptance rate was already high enough, and my other ratings were high enough as well. I just needed the points. So then it wasn't too long ago when I got it. So I do have platinum with Uber Eats, and I will do a platinum challenge with Uber Eats. I'm going to do that the following week after Thanksgiving week. So like Cyber Monday and onward, I'll start my Uber Eats platinum challenge that week. I couldn't fit it in my schedule this week. And obviously next week's not going to work out. But the following week, the following week after that, it'll work out. So Let's see. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, Paul. Mary says, I went full-time after husband left with gig. Ah, I got you. And let's see. Great live, Mike. Thanks, Mary. Appreciate that. California Line says, good to hear. California also says, I'll be glad to watch that video. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how well it goes. Because I got one platinum order. I haven't been doing much Uber Eats since I got platinum. It was really just getting the platinum, and then I'll do the challenge at an ideal time. But I did get one platinum order. It wasn't that impressive. It was $7.75 for 4.3 miles. It was a food delivery pickup. It was okay. It's like, that's fine. Reasonable. But I don't know. But anyway, I am back home, so I'm going to wrap up in a little bit. But here's the bike. This was the one that I was working on today. The back tire was flat when I woke up this morning, and the frame was pretty dirty. It just needed some TLC, so I did that. I filmed it. I'll have that coming out as an upcoming video, so that'll be heckin' dope. So I'll probably edit a little bit before I head out tonight, or maybe I'll just take the night off. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up right about now and just do my thing. So I appreciate everyone that popped in today. You guys are heckin' dope. So don't forget to hit that like button. It's the one that's shaped like a thumb. It could be the one up or down. I don't care. Whatever. It's a free world. But appreciate you guys popping in. And always a shout out to the channel members. You guys that have been showing your patronage for those corny emojis and enjoying those benefits such as early access to videos. Hope you guys are enjoying that too. And yeah, I love you guys. Appreciate your continued support of my channel. And I will see you next time. Take care.